So the market has dropped massively to 6,700 plus. We've breached the 6,800 level. If you are hesitating on investing in MP2, in Pag Ibig's MP2, let this be a good time for you to invest, especially if you do not like volatility. So if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, why you should invest in Pag Ibig MP2 right now, check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germon. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about investing, about the stock market. I am a stock market trader and investor. I've been investing for more than 12 years already, and the whole goal and narrative of this channel is to help you and give you the right insights on how you can invest. Sometimes it's about giving you insights on how you should invest in the market, but for this video, I want to focus on and I want to drill on for those who are passive, for those who are risk averse but want to get a big buck, who want to get a larger amount of return for their money. So if you want to know more about that, stay till the end of the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and let's go. So as you all know, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index has dropped massively. It's pretty much because of the coronavirus. It's pretty much because the entire world is scared. Everyone is trying, because no one knows what the extent will be. No one knows how big the effect will be, not just in the lives of people, but the economy itself. As you all know, Philippine Airlines already slashed 300 jobs already. So it's not just that the tourism industry will take a hit, but we are seeing jobs that are getting slashed. We are seeing when people lose their jobs. Please remember this: the economy is made up of transactions. One man's spending is another man's earning. If there will be lesser Chinese tourists coming in here because of whatever travel ban there is, and please, I don't know if you know this, there's a lot of the things that we buy around the world come from China, and a lot of their factories, as of today, as of this video, they're still closed, meaning it will affect not just tourism, but it will affect trade. So let's go back to Philippine Airlines. Since Philippine Airlines is laying off people, it's already disclosed, since you're laying off people, what's gonna happen there is this: those people won't have jobs. If they don't have jobs, they don't have earnings. If they're not earning, then they're not spending. If they would go and eat in Jollibee suddenly would have lesser earnings, because those customers that they had previously are not going to be there anymore. And that's what I'm saying. Lesser people spending means other companies that used to have customers will have lesser earnings as well. If they'll have lesser earnings, there might be job cuts. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's the main effect when an economy gets hit by certain things. And that being said, that's why you see a lot of the stocks, not just in the Philippines anymore, but you're seeing even the US economy, US stock market take a nosedive. You've seen larger amounts of selling in the US stock market over the past few days that it has not experienced in a very, 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 very long time. Now, to put things in context, if you're investing in the stock market, obviously you're supposed to be prepared to have that volatility. You're supposed to be prepared that when times are bad, when there's a lot of panic, stocks normally take a nosedive, stocks normally go down. And that's why I kept harping on this over the past videos, that if you want to get a greater return on your money, but you're risk averse, then Pag Ibig MP2 is for you. Meaning, last year they gave out 7%+ dividends where the stock market was low, where the stock market was negative, where the Philippine Stock Exchange Index was negative, where a lot of mutual funds were not earning money. The reason why I'm saying this is, if you place your money in Pag Ibig MP2, you would have earned more. You would have earned 7%+. Then you would have placed money in an asset, in an avenue that you cannot touch for 5 years. Meaning, you're just putting money in. The thing about the stock market is, if you place your money in the stock market, there's volatility. A lot of people panic. A lot of people get scared. They take out their money, and then when they take out their money, they actually also lose it. Please remember, that's also a style. It's also okay to cut your losses if it's part of your game plan. But majority of the people, I believe, 90+% of the population, 80+% of the population won't be able to do that. So if you fit this category, you do not want volatility. You are scared when you see stocks take a nosedive. You are scared when you see the money that you placed in go down. Then probably MP2 is for you. I highly suggest this in a highly volatile environment. If you cannot take the volatility, go for MP2. If you cannot take the seeing your position, seeing your assets go down in value, then MP2 is also for you. If you want to get a higher rate of return than what you will get as compared to bonds, as compared to time deposits, as compared to savings accounts, then MP2 is for you. As what I've mentioned in the previous video, the capital that you placed, or in the previous videos, by the way, this is a very, very long series already on MP2, and I think it's also well due. No, it should have been done way back before already, but I didn't know about this also. I only discovered this at some point last year, and the reason why I'm making a lot of videos about this is because I want to convince people that it's a very, very low risk, safe way for people to keep their capital, but in the same way still make more than what they would get from bonds and time deposits. So what I'm saying is this: if you place 100,000 pesos, if you place 1,000,000 pesos, if you place 50,000 pesos, you can be secure that your capital would be safe. What do I mean by that? In the market, you place 100,000 pesos, you buy, for example, a stock that's at 4 pesos, it goes to 3 pesos, then suddenly from 4 to 3, in paper, you're losing 25%. That means your 100,000 would have been 75,000 pesos na lang. But the thing with MP2 is, regardless of how shaky the market is, the government will back it, the government will guarantee your money. It actually means that if you placed 100,000 pesos, it will never be lower than 100,000. So I'll repeat that. In times of uncertainty, in times that you're seeing things like this happen, there's a lot of people that are relatively scared based on all of the uncertainty that's going on. Please remember, the uncertainty that's going on is predicated primarily on what's happening on the coronavirus. It doesn't mean there's something happening with local companies. It doesn't mean those local companies are not making money. It doesn't mean that they're doing bad. But it means because if people are scared, predominantly a lot of people would want to stay liquid. A lot of people would want to stay in cash. If people are withdrawing their money from mutual funds, then the fund managers have no choice also but also to sell down, take out the money as well. And that's what I'm saying, and that's the whole narrative of this. I'm trying to tell you that if you want to get a better rate of return, and your capital is protected, MP2 is the way to go. Please remember this: iba yung assurance that your capital is protected because it gives you the confidence that you can focus on your work, you can focus on the other things that you're doing, you can focus also on your business as well, because you know at least you have a fallback plan that if you placed 100,000, you placed 1,000,000, after 5 years, it will never go lower than that regardless of what the market conditions are. And as what I said in the previous video, there will be volatility, that's for sure. It will always be part of it. You can never take out the volatility in the market. There will always be movements in the economy as well. But if you're in MP2, your money's locked in. Your money's relatively secure. Your dividends should be higher than MP1, and it should be higher than bonds in terms of the returns that you're getting as well. So I guess that's it. So these are who will fit MP2. These are for people that are so busy that they cannot watch the market, that they don't have time to study the market, they cannot take the volatility. They want some sort of, especially this, if you're a business person and you're taking a large risk already on your business, and you, of course, I've been convincing business people to invest in the stock market. If you're a business person and you can take the volatility of the market, then the stock market is for you. But if you cannot take the volatility and you're saying that I'm taking too much risk already on my business, I want to pocket this 5 million pesos into something that will give me a stable rate of return, then MP2 is for you. So it's being guaranteed, it giving you a fixed rate of return, it's something that you can touch. That alone is a plus already, so that you don't get too panicky and you don't get scared when everyone else is scared. And I've been saying this over and over and over again. One of its biggest facets is that it's still tax-free. When you buy stocks that give you dividends, you still get taxes in accordance to the stocks that you bought, in accordance to the dividends that they give you. But if you go for MP2, that's one of its biggest underlying attributes, is that it's still tax-free. So there. The reason why I'm also making this video, and I know I've been making a lot of MP2 videos, is that I just want you guys to show you that there's so much opportunity around. In spite of the market not being so well, there's still ways for you to make money. There's still ways for you to make your money work hard for you. There's still ways for you to build assets, because the name of the game, as what I've been saying all the time, I love the stock market. I believe it's one of the greatest investments out there. But the name of the game is multiple streams of income. What's stopping you from focusing on your job, getting an earning there, investing in the stock market still, but opening this stream of income for you via MP2? So I highly suggest it, especially, by the way, especially if you're a person that you made a resolution that I want to invest this 2020, but because the market is shaky, highly suggest MP2, try it, start it, and you can start with 500 pesos. 500 pesos is not a pain. 500 pesos is something that you can start anywhere. 500 pesos is something that wherever you are in life, it's not very, very difficult for you to put in 500 pesos. 500 pesos, just to try it, is something that's, I think, worth it, worth trying. So, if you made a resolution that you want to start this year kasi wala ka pang investments last year, and then you're a bit scared about the market, double down on MP2. But I also suggest this, put a bit in the stock market, because here's the thing, prices are relatively low already. If you're willing to leave your money in MP2 for 5 years, then have that mentality also in the market today. Meaning, leave your money, MP2, 5 years, not touch it, get the interest, get the income after 5 years. In the stock market, ganun din. Buy a stock thinking that babalikan ko to after 5 years. And here's the thing, it's been already low, it's dropped already. There are a lot of cheap stocks out there that you can already pick from. Ayala Land below 40 came from around 52 pesos per share. I don't know if it's gonna drop even further, but what I do know is this, it's a good, stable, solid, growing company. But of course, since sentiment is not there, people are still selling, we don't know how low it will go, but what I do believe is it's relatively cheap already, based as compared to where it was before, and as compared to its current valuations as well, and how good the company is. So there will be underlying themes like that where you can find cheap stocks as well. So this started out as a video telling you to invest in MP2, but I'm saying this: focus on your job, focus on your business, take out money for security in MP2. Then if you want to dabble and get more risks still, and you can spare a smaller amount of money to put into the markets, do it. Because at the end of the day, what will help you win is not you being scared when there's risk around it, but when everyone's scared, you're the ones double downing, you're the ones investing. And I'll never stop making videos like this, because I really believe that if we want to uplift the lives of Filipinos, it's all about helping them, learning and giving them the right rudiments on how they can win and how they can find the right formula for them that will work. And as much as I like everyone to invest in the stock market, I believe not everyone will invest in it, but I believe that there's a different type of investment that fits different types of people. That's why MP2, stock market, focus on your business. Now, here's the thing, I'm going to talk more about other investments over the coming weeks. Comment below what type of investment you want me to talk about. As you all know, equity funds are also down. As you all know, balanced funds are also down as well. From UITFs to mutual funds, they're also massively down. From the VULs, they're also massively down as well. Comment what you want me to discuss, and I'm gonna try to make as much content about that as possible, because as you all know, at the end of the day, I keep making videos like this because I want you guys to win, and I want you guys to be educated in terms of investing as well. So key summary, in times of volatility like this, you don't want the hassle of the markets dropping. You don't want to be scared because there's a lot of volatility involved. MP2 will work for you, but if you have extra, put it in the stock market above and beyond what you'll put in MP2 as well. So I guess that's it. Quick plug, I have seminars on the stock market for those who are so interested about this. You came in thinking about MP2, but hey, Marvin, makes sense, no? Pwede pala ako mag-invest sa stock market also, because I keep telling this to a lot of people. The stock market, though people think it's complicated, it's not as complicated as what most people think it is. It's something that you have to deploy time, you have to deploy attention, but at the end of the day, once you start learning it, it's just like riding a bike. Once you start knowing the rudiments of what it is, di na siya mawawala sa iyo. And we have seminars, we have trainings in different cities around the world that will teach you the rudiments of investing in the stock market. So we have seminars in Manila for March. We have seminars in London this April. This May, we're gonna have Stock Smarts in Singapore and Doha, Qatar. This June, we have Auckland, New Zealand. This July, we also have Stock Smart Sydney, Australia. Then this November, we have Tokyo and Dubai as well. So all of those seminars are equipped to give you the right foundation on how you can pick, time, select, and trade the markets with confidence. And for those who cannot attend and you're not in those cities as well, I have online courses talking about the basics of the market with a very, very good friend, Chinkitan. It's a Tagalog stock market course. It's called Stock Market for Everyone. It's also in the description below. Then I also have another online course. It's called Make Money, Grow Money. It's with Sean C. It's for entrepreneurship and investing. The details are down below as well. Lastly, 5 books about investing in the stock market. All of it you can order in Shopee as well. So I guess that's it for now. If you stayed up until this area, super appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, if you appreciate it if you can subscribe and like the bell. We're very, very close to 100,000 subscribers. It would be nice to see a Filipino channel that primarily talks about investing, about stocks, about business, to have that impact, because at the end of the day, that's all I want. I just want to create the largest amount of impact I can to so much Filipinos out there, because Filipinos deserve better. Filipinos deserve a better life ahead. Filipinos deserve financial freedom. And if you're watching this, I really do hope that as we close 2020, I really hope that from February 2020 to December 2020, your life is better, and that my channel contributed towards your goal of being financially free as well. Because at the end of the day, no one will take responsibility for your financial freedom more than you. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.